my god, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, what is this? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like I've not given you guys an update on my driving for a while now. It's the 3rd month since I passed my driving test. Today is January 16th, and I thought to just share with you guys how it has been so far. So the 3rd month now, I feel more comfortable, I feel more confident driving. Being a very beginner to driving alone, it's been good. So far so good. I think the only times that I've gotten beeped at was probably when I was just, trying to understand the road. But now I've taken off the P sticker because I think it's time for me to take it off. I just feel like it's actually time for me to take it off. I feel like that P plate, that P sticker actually puts like a mark on you. I actually did not take off my P sticker because of that. I took it off because I feel like I'm ready now. I've been driving 60 miles per hour when I go to the office, and sometimes I take the dual carriage road, which is 70 miles per hour, and then I also like join slip road, so I feel a bit confident. I've not gone on the motorway at all, and that's deliberate. I don't think I'm ready yet but whether I like it or not, I'm going to have to go on the motorway. I think the other things that I struggled with initially when I started driving was, trying to pick up everything happening on the road at the same time, trying to make sure that I'm not driving past the traffic light when it turns red. I was always worried about that, but now it just feels normal. It just feels like a thing that I know. Like once I'm approaching traffic lights, I kind of know when to stop and when not to stop. Do you get? So it's not been a cause of concern for me anymore. Initially it was a cause of concern because I would always start because I'll start thinking about, oh, I'm getting to a traffic light, I don't want the traffic lights to turn red, and then I pass the traffic lights. She gets. So the other thing that I was struggling with initially was lifting up my legs from the brakes and then the gas, but now it feels very natural. My brain is now conditioned to an extent to the gas, the brakes. The other part I was struggling with was really understanding Google Map. Oh my god, but now it's beginning to come to me. I've not fully understood it, but now at least it's better than when I first started driving. And there are like some road signs that I see. Actually, I had no idea that I could use the Google Map to get road signs. So now I'm getting a better understanding of road signs using the Google Map. I'm also getting a better understanding about the road marking. So now it comes a bit easy. It's not as nerve-wracking as it was when I first started driving alone. I remember when I started driving initially, newly, just after passing my test. Like when I want to drive, I start to feel like tension. I start to feel very tense. Like my tummy starts rumbling. There was a time where I was in traffic for like 2 hours. Like I was not comfortable at all. But one thing that thing did for me was that it helped me really understand the road. So what I would say is, if you're a new driver, you've never driven before, probably from your home country and in UK, and then UK is just the first time you're driving, the best way to actually understand the road that you're going to is when there's traffic, especially if you apply that route every time. So if there's traffic, you can easily take a look at the lane that you're supposed to be in. You can easily just look around and see the things that you can use to mark your junction. So all of this actually helped me to understand the routes that I take to the office. And now it's a bit easier for me to take another route to the office. That was one thing I struggled with initially when I started driving alone, especially when I got used to a certain route. And the problem with that is that sometimes there might be traffic on that route, and my sat nav is telling me you have to take another route, take left. Because I'm already comfortable with that route, I won't listen to my sat nav, and so I will spend so much time in the traffic when I could have just taken the alternative routes that Google Map provided. So now it's a bit different. Like I can take the routes that sat nav tells me. That's because I actually now understand what I'm seeing on the board. I think the problem then was because I didn't understand what I was saying. I was just listening. I wasn't saying. So now I can take a look and check the route I'm supposed to take and take the alternative route. So it's a bit better now, honestly. It feels a bit easier driving now, and it feels less nerve-wracking. Like I don't panic when I'm about to drive. I just feel normal doing it. And there were other things I also wanted to pick up during the first month of driving alone. So I wanted to drive in the dark. That's because in the UK weather, it gets dark very early, like as early as 3:30 thereabouts is already dark. So when I'm coming back from the office and it's very dark, and from my office to my house is about 45 minutes, it's going to be a long drive home in the dark, and I didn't want to struggle driving. What I did was to make sure that somebody was in the car that I could experiment with, so in case I am not really seeing very well or really understanding how it is to drive at night, the person was there. So, but after that time, if you have not seen the video is in my channel when I drove at night. But after that time, it seems very okay. My only concern is, when you're driving at night and there's oncoming vehicle, sometimes their light affects your sight. So that's the only concern I have driving at night. But any other thing is just the same as driving in the day. It's not bad at all. I know it still feels a bit early, but honestly, the progress so far is good. It's not bad. Now, parking is not as bad as it was. Honestly, you guys, there was a time that I went to get something in an African store and I could not park. The person that was attending to me had to like give me direction of parking. I felt so embarrassed, but I mean, it's all learning curves for me, right? So now I can park. I don't have to always worry when, okay, I'm supposed to reverse. Where is the back of the car supposed to go? Where is the front of the car supposed to go? Now I know that where I want the back of the car to go is where I take it to. For instance, if I want the back of the car to go right, I take the wheel to the right. If I want the back of the car to go left, I take the wheel to the left. So it's as simple as that. So now it just comes naturally. So far so good. I've not scratched my car, I've not bumped my car. I thought I was going to do that actually the first time driving, because I was like, I'm alone. But I have not done that. So if you're just driving for the first time, just give it time. If this is going to be your first time driving alone, just give it time. With time, as you start driving, you start to pick up things, and with time it just becomes natural. Like all of those roundabout things that we worry about, just make sure they are looking at your right for any vehicle coming, so you don't clash into anyone. But just make sure you're looking at your right. Make sure they are giving way when you're supposed to give way. I've not gotten there. Of course, there's years of experience, you get better and all of that, but it's now better, right? Honestly, you guys, now I enjoy driving. It's now better, like way better. So just give it time basically. Honestly, see you guys, taking off P sticker from your car. If you probably just pass and you feel like you don't want to put it, it's fine. But if you feel like you want to put it, still put it. I think some people actually still, look at, that sticker and say, oh, this person is probably just learning. This person is probably just trying to understand this thing now. But if you don't want to put it, it's fine. I know some people that just passed and they didn't put the P sticker, but I needed to put it. And of course, not everyone would be patient with new drivers. But I just felt I needed to put it, especially if I'm coming at night, if I'm driving very slow, and if you want to overtake, please feel free to overtake. That's when I put it. But I'm at the point where I've taken it off. But if I need to put it back, maybe when I'm going on 2 hours journey, now I just do like an hour. I've not done anything more than an hour drive. But maybe when I'm doing more than that, and I'm going on the motorway, then I'll put it, just so that other cars can have a little bit of patience with me. But right now, that's the update. Hey guys, the first time I drove, like the first month I was driving, I was like, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, what is this? 3 months, your girl is here, just with you guys. Driving is not bad, it's just okay. Don't even feel so stressed about it. If you're just learning to drive, just feel normal. It's just normal. Honestly, don't stress yourself. Just feel like you're just doing something that you need to do. Just tell yourself that it's going to get better. Like, use me as a role model. I don't know how that came out, but honestly, it's going to get better. I remember when I was learning driving, I thought, what is this? Like, what is this? Well, life has been good. I mean, my instructor then, the first one I had, would shout at me like, "This girl, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I never understood how people just stay at the center of their lane. But it just comes. Like right now, I can't really explain how I'm in the center of my lane, but I know I'm in the center of my lane. And if you feel like you're not at the center of your lane, just adjust yourself. Don't overthink it, basically. So that's the update. Now, guys, I need to go. I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.